It's my whole ship.
This year, I got to experience the newest addition to Virgin's trifecta of nautical goddesses. What is this 110,000-ton, 17-story, come-as-you-are chic luxury liner that will shepherd us around the idyllic Greek islands for 7 electrified nights?
It's Virgin's Resilient Lady, of course. Let's check it out.
Boarding is a blast in Athens, where Virgin sets the vibe with a star-studded step-and-repeat and VIP check-in. You're adorned with a magic friendship bracelet, which is how you do pretty much everything on the ship. It opens doors, it pays for drinks, it tucks you into bed at night. The staff are like friends you haven't seen since college, and as they welcome you on board, you have your first Fantasy Island moment. The ship is dripping with design from every corner. Iridescent lucite panels, frighteningly elaborate chandeliers, cozy lounges, and outrageous decor challenges your expectations of what can float on water. Every single detail is dizzying in its depth and consideration, making even the most ostentatious creative director raise an approving eyebrow. Even the elevators make you gasp as you enter an infinity vortex of colored glass. Then there are the rooms.
Welcome aboard.
We're welcomed to our suite with 2 VIP access keys, more about that later, and a bevy of amenities and well-appointed furnishings that make it very easy not to get out of bed. Everything is high-tech, and we even have a balcony where we can take in some of the most epic vistas the Mediterranean has to offer. But as I was on vacation, the only thing I wanted to see was a drink in my hand. Fortunately, the Resilient Lady can magically put sunset into a glass. Champagne dens with caviar tea sandwich service, craft cocktail speakeasies, and bespoke beer houses, there is no end to the creative ways you can get sloshed on board. Hell, if you shake your phone, the Virgin app sends champagne to your location on the boat. No, really, that's an actual thing. Not sure if Richard brings it to you or not, because I never got the chance to try it considering the entire boat is basically a bar. To survive, you're gonna need to soak up all that fun juice, and fortunately, the food is out of control on board. The Galley generously offers a smorgasbord to satisfy anyone's taste. Poke,
stir-fry,
omelets,
parfaits,
avo toast,
burgers,
panini,
sushi,
bento,
flatbreads,
breakfast, Benedict,
ramen.
Anything you could imagine is available in the Galley made to order, including a dangerous collection of sweets, some too pretty to eat. I mean, listen, all-you-can-eat handmade daily gelato is a perfect way to make new friends. What's more, you might get a special invite for something like a 80s pizza party and then take the fun back up to the room. But when you're ready to get serious, the real food action is their reserved seating restaurants. All are included in the price. Out of this world Oaxacan, shadowed by the fact that they have the largest collection of tequila on any ship on the planet, which fuels the spontaneous dancing. Or maybe you want a bit of gastronomy with your glam, so you duck into the test kitchen where mad scientists deliver delights on a plate. My personal favorite, though, is the Korean barbecue. Again, the only one of its kind on water. Besides being amazingly delicious, Gunbae is an event more than just a meal, where tableside communal cooking is kicked up a notch by waiters that gently coax you into drinking games. To combat an overdose of Gunbae, one must exercise, and this lady's better equipped than a Midtown Equinox. Classes galore, soccer tourneys, boxing circuits, stone throwing, pickleball, of course, and whatever the hell this thing is. But when it's cool down time, you can seesaw or swing off into the sunset. Post-workout, hit the spa, which is gorgeous, complete with cold plunge, steam, Himalaya salt room, and a sauna with a very fantastic view. Take it further with some massage therapy, or maybe some retail therapy. Or a classic old school shave with a better view than any barbershop on land. One thing I loved about this trip was the amazing casual events they offered. For instance, I stumbled upon this sip and stroke painting class, calm yourself, and I don't know if it was the bub or years of watching Bob Ross, but apparently I can paint. Thanks, Virgin. I tried another class a bit more in my wheelhouse, which was Sip and Snap, where my new friends Jake and Alejandro taught us how to build a delicious dish and then take the ultimate Instagram photo.
Proven results.
When school is out and it's time to play, The Resilient Lady has lots to choose from. Of course, there's a massive casino, but also amazing quiz nights nightly. You got your El Hipster Latin Bingo, or anything but run-of-the-mill drag bingo. And throughout the ship, there are all sorts of fun to be had, from classic bar games to classic board games. Oh man, I am a fiend for Simon. And of course, an epic arcade filled with games.
And they're all free!
Which fulfills the dream of any 12-year-old. Taking the fun farther, there is no end to entertainment on board, while you're bound to see
something spectacular.
See what I did there? There's amazing boozy dinner theater that makes you forget you're in the middle of the ocean and more like you're at Sleep No More, and for good reason. The shows here were orchestrated by the infamous House of Yes out of Brooklyn, New York. Richard truly spared no expense. The performers here are a step beyond. These are shows that I couldn't get tickets to on mainland, shows that have a true following, and here they are served to you up on a plate nightly. The ship itself is its own theater, with music literally everywhere, lest we forget that Virgin started out as a record shop. Oh my god, look, he's so cute. And you can be part of the show belting out tunes at bar karaoke, or take it to one of the many private karaoke rooms to truly let loose. I'm gonna stop you right there, Lana. This is the definition of a pleasure cruise. The nights only get hotter from there, descending into the Manor nightclub, which is as close as you can get to being at the original Studio 54 in a non-ironic way. It's a mix of spectacle, art, and hardcore, sweat-pouring dance music. Of course, there's the limbo line, because after all, it is a cruise, but it feels so much more subversive in this creative club space. The energy here is raw and beautiful, and will leave you dry of desire, face down in your bed at some ungodly beautiful hour in the morning, and you'll love it. At some point, you will wake, and you'll meet up with your new friends poolside, as inside the pool, for champs and hitos. As always, a masterful DJ will coax sublime beats to cool the scene and motivate those who weren't done from the night before. If you need something more secluded, head up to the VIP roof deck,
Which is usually closed, but if you have special access.
I told you those keys would come back into play. Here you have a private bar, making fresh specialty drinks and tasty snacks to soothe even the harshest hangovers. This is where most of the celebrities hang out, so it's definitely something you want to splurge on if you're into that kind of thing. What's more, the best views are up here, which, oh, right, we're supposed to get off the boat. Right. Okay, so look, if you could pry yourself away from the fun luxury of the Resilient Lady, you'll see some outstanding destinations. Like rocky soaked Athens, where the food is next level, and apparently there's this thing which is important, I don't know. Or the legendary Santorini, Mecca for any self-respecting selfie influencer. But the pro will book a private beach club excursion where you can visit the less traveled idyllic black beaches of Perivolos, where you get your own luxe chaise lounge while you munch on some local delicacies in this sun-soaked paradise. Then there's the historic island of Rhodes, where you can take the waters in the ancient baths of Calathea, or learn the perfected art of pottery at Bonis, where over shots of cold ouzo, literal masters will guide your hand to craft your own creation to take home. Now that is a souvenir. Touching Turkey, you also visit the darling seaside town of Bodrum, where marble-lined streets shine picture perfect in the sun. Finally, you get 2 banger nights in the jewel of the Cyclades, marvelous Mykonos, where seaside cafes and bougainville canopied streets treat you to some of the world's best shopping. And when the sun starts to set, Virgin has you covered with a VIP section at the world-renowned 180 Sunset Lounge, where you can lovingly look upon the ship that you miss so much. Happily ferried back aboard the Lady, I jump on the Virgin app, which I adore. This is where you book everything with a few clicks, from restaurants to events to nightclubs, and discover that there's a final party here. Something called Scarlet Knight. Scarlet Knight is a scene from a movie that hasn't been shot yet. It is insane, over the top. It is the definition of outrageous. It starts off with the crew doing exactly what they do best, getting down. The saucy, sultry, and very wet dance celebration gets everyone primed for the vibe to follow, which is basically an enormous dance party where everyone ends up in the pool. It is an epic rager, the kind of party that films make you think happen at sororities, the kind that can only happen under the darkness of the stars at sea. with amazing music and a new fantastic family of friends. It is a true celebration, where everyone seems to be grateful of the amazing memories they just created with their new shipmates. And it's certainly a memory that I will hold close to my heart for years to come. Or maybe just until spring, when I go again. Save a space for me, lady. I'm coming back.